Red tape kept you from raising your own child. You're about to meet a single dad who says he fathered a child, but the mother gave the baby up for adoption before he could fill out a form to say he wanted to keep his son. His story is uncovering a surprising fact in dozens of states now, that men in his situation often barely have a chance to claim their right to be fathers before it's too late. Jeremiah Jones and his former fiancée met in college. They fell in love, got engaged, but split up just weeks after having sex for the first time because he says her parents disapproved. He tried to keep in touch, but says her parents kept her away from him. 8 months later, a phone call from an adoption agency lawyer led to staggering news. His ex was pregnant, just 3 weeks from delivering, and his unborn baby was about to be put up for adoption. Jones says he didn't even know she was expecting. What he did know is that he wanted the baby. When the 23-year-old tried to block the adoption and claim his paternal rights, a second shocker. The adoption agency told him he'd missed his chance by failing to file with something called the Putative Father Registry of Florida. Jones says he had never even heard of it. Some 33 states have these registries to give the presumed fathers of children born out of wedlock a chance to assert their parental rights. But according to national statistics, most men, like Jeremiah Jones, don't even know they exist. In 2004, there were only 47 putative father claims for more than 89,000 children born out of wedlock in the state of Florida alone. His son is now 18 months old, and Jeremiah has to fight for the right to be a father to the boy he's never met. Jeremiah Jones joins me now, along with his appellate attorney, Allison Perry. Thanks for being here, guys. Let me see if I can get this straight. You are biologically this child's father. You very much want to raise your son as your own. And in order to make that happen, you would have had to fill out this paperwork that you didn't even really know existed in order to have the rights basically to your child's life.
Yeah, that's what it came down to. It was crazy. It was something that didn't make sense. I was his father. I wanted to raise my son. And in today's world where you hear so many bad stories about fathers that don't want their son, I thought it was terrible that they would not let me have my son when I wanted him. It didn't make sense to me.
So what's going on here? I mean, you've described this before as a well-kept secret. I mean, are you saying that it's possible that this is intentionally a well-kept secret from fathers?
Well, it's very almost shifty in a way, because the adoption agencies and their attorneys helped craft the legislation that has led to the termination of his parental rights. By inserting that the adoption agencies may notify a putative father, unwed father. And in this instance, the adoption agency notified him about the adoption, but then didn't inform him of the putative father's registry.
So whose responsibility is it? I mean, if you are an unwed father, you know that you are a father at that point. Is it up to you to go and do all of this research, or is it up to the adoption agency? Is it up to the mother?
Right now, it's all on him. It's all on the unwed father.
Jeremiah, why do you think so few men know about these registries? And if you had a moment to give some advice to them, what would you say?
I didn't know about it, and I'm sure everybody that's going to be listening does not know about it. My advice to them for the time being is you're just going to have to register every time you have intimacy with the woman, as long as you're unmarried.
What is wrong with these putative father registries? I mean, who really benefits from them?
Well, the adoption agencies that can rapidly place children when there's an unwed father involved who hasn't registered. Now, because he didn't register before she gave consent, he has absolutely no rights to his child. That is the bottom line.
What comes next for you? I mean, you have stated that this is absolutely a violation of your constitutional rights. How far will you take this?
I do believe it's a violation of my constitutional rights. It's a violation of my human rights. Every person has the right to parent their children free from government intrusion, and I'll take it to United States Supreme Court if I have to.
What do you think about every day when you think about your little boy?
Mostly, I just think of all the things that I'm missing. His first steps, I'll miss his first words. There's just so many moments that I can't share with him, simply because I didn't register with the state to be a parent.
Well, we wish you the absolute best of luck, that is for certain. And to the both of you, thank you very much.
Thank you, Heidi.